The third stage of developing grounded theory is selective coding. This is where the reflective practitioner constructs a story around the data in order not only to explain it, but to conceptualize the thinking which underpins the data. And therefore, selective coding is a very systematic process in terms of trying to link some core categories with other categories in the data and fill in categories which are not in the data in order to create that story. And through selective coding, grounded theory then emerges over time by that process of constant comparison, always checking and rechecking, searching for meaning in the data. And in this sense, it's not a forced process, it's an iterative and informal, informative process. And therefore, theory emerges over time and becomes something which it grows with experience. It is then, in a sense, for the individual, a prescriptive process and develops categories in terms of trying to prescribe understanding to the data. And in this sense, the individual categories coming together and helping the reflective practitioner develop theory are co-constructed. And in this sense, we can understand that this whole process is constructivist from a learning perspective. And selective coding then examines how that experience is constructed over time, how the individual is working with experience and starting to construct knowledge from that experience. And so selective coding is not, again, purely descriptive. It is an attempt for the reflective practitioner to recognize patterns and to put order to those patterns by identifying a particular concept. And so grounded theory then is essentially the study of a concept. And a significant process for the reflective practitioner to bring to the stages of developing grounded theory essentially about theoretical sensitivity. Theoretical sensitivity is for the reflective practitioner having professional experience and personal experience of an event and bringing these two things together. And by bringing these two things together, it's a process of analysis. And theoretical sensitivity for the reflective practitioner is also considering the analysis process itself and becoming sensitive not only to the concepts and meanings which are being developed and the relationships between concepts, but the strategies which are building those concepts. Theoretical sensitivity then is a good thing because it helps us connect and reconnect with what we know and what we don't know and attempt to bridge the gaps in our knowledge and experience. And in this sense, for the reflective practitioner, it forces us to stand back from experience, from reality, and begin to conceptualize and understand knowledge which we can find in the data. And in a sense, this becomes a grounding tool for the reflective practitioner, something which provides a foundation for further development.